The Medina. Towering turrets, high blank walls, mighty gates, impenetrable. A continuous protective body sheltering its inhabitants by a simple act: separation. Like the hardened shell of an armadillo, it only shows its soft contents when it wants to. A topology. A space that can be bent and deformed but can never break. The Medina Wall, representation and function in one body. A rock in the desert, untouchable and pristine, like an emblem of pre-modern times. Times change. Modernity came in the form of French occupation, and all of a sudden the wall was surrounded. Its function lost, its boundaries blurred, remade, destructed, reconstructed. Remnants of forgotten times, and yet, within the wall, things change as well. Like the Medina, the wall grew, was altered. The wall received a continuous stream of changes, some very subtle, some extremely rigid. Interweaving, intensification of the existing fabric, small but meaningful incursions within building blocks, vertical extension of homes, occupation of courtyards. Reoccupation. After the extension of the harbor, the fishing warehouse became obsolete. This led to their destruction and the introduction of living quarters and public space on existing plot structures. Relocation. With the introduction of the grand boulevards of the European town, parts of the existing Medina were torn down. The wall was rebuilt on another site and received an explicit ceremonial function, giving body to the newly built United Nations Square. Is the wall still a recognizable body? Is it still the topology of its past, that stretchable, bendable body that was unbreakable but by the most extreme violence? Or has the violence of the modern metropole finally torn it apart? Can we really understand the wall from its panoramic perspective, or are we only creating the illusion of coherence? It would be more fruitful to look at the wall from the perspective of the flaneur, the walking human who experiences the wall as an interior, a thick space, a resulting richness that arises from the encounter of different environments. As de Certeau puts it in Walking in the City, the long poem of walking manipulates spatial organizations. The walk itself redefines relations that may or may not be controlled and designed. It inserts the instability of speed, time of the day, and encounters into what was deemed solid and recreates within the planned city a metaphorical mobile city. While traversing the border zone of the wall, it becomes a new continuous space, a perpetual passage, showing its richness, its mystery as an ever-changing whole. The wall may not exist anymore as a protective, separating body. It has changed. It became a thick boundary, a space in itself, a body of interlocking rooms, a continuous interior giving birth to anything the mind can imagine.